Hey ladies, thanks for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mitzi and I'm a paper girly, and if you're a returner, well, welcome back. Okay gals, today is Journal Say Day, and goodness, I got a lot this month. And so my box is a little bit janky, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care because for Journal Say, I care what's inside the box, inside this summer box. So let's get right to it and let's see what I got. So goodness, we are at the half year point right now, the half year point when it comes to journaling and planning. And gosh, I'm going to say, do I need more stuff? No, I don't need more stuff, but do I want more stuff at a good price point? Yeah, always, always. So JournalSay is a small business. So just know that when you buy from JournalSay, you are supporting a small business. And goodness, I just really like the idea of that. So what did I get in here? Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff, girls. So I'm going to take all this stuff out and then show you one by one what I got. Okay, so since we are in July now, and I have the avid system where it's the July through December, I get a fresh new start. So I thought, let's try out some new things. Let's try out some new things and just play around with this one. Let's play around with this side because my last one is just basically chunked up with paper and whatnot. So I am going to try out these. These are transfer stickers. And goodness, I've used these only one time before, and I thought it was a pretty neat idea. So when I found that they had an entire series, I thought, let me grab the whole entire series and try them out. So if you're unfamiliar with transfer stickers, well, let me show you what it's all about. So let me just get into one of these. Each one of these has two sheets, has 2 sheets of transfer stickers. So with the idea of transfer stickers versus a regular sticker is that you are just transferring it rather than sticking it on. And for something like a Hobonichi, it's really, really nice because goodness, girls, if you are familiar with Hobonichi, and I know that a lot of us girls use them, the paper is really, really thin. The paper is really, really thin, and so we don't want to bulk them up. We want to try to keep them, unbulky. I know that's not a word, but what you do with these is you are going to transfer it onto the paper by taking it off the back, and then we're going to just use a popsicle stick. We're going to use a popsicle stick and just rub it on. So I will show you here how we're going to do that. So let me figure out which one I want to use. Let me grab some scissors here. What you do is you cut out the little piece that you want. You take off the backing and then you lay it down. You lay it down where you want it to go. And I'm just going to lay this right here. I'm going to take this off. And then you take this little stick and you just rub it. You just rub it kind of like, one of those little transfer tattoos. Remember those tattoos that you used to get in like Cracker Jack? And then you just take out this little plastic bit. I used a little pin, and then boom. And look how thin that is. It is not sticky. It is just thin. You cannot feel where the paper ends and the actual transfer begins. And so, yeah, it is not adding any bulk to my paper. So I'm very, very excited to use these. So I got all 6 in the series. You can buy just one of them, but you know me, I always go big. So each one comes with 2 sheets, and each sheet, they're not identical sheets. They are different sheets. So I got this one. I got this one. I got this music one, which is going to be fun. I have this one, which is, well, you know me, I like my coffee, so that will be great. Then I have this one, which is more just generic books. And then this one I thought was fun because it has some little kitty cats. So those are going to be fun to use in this next 6 months in my journal planner. So that is the first thing that I got. And the next thing that I got, well, I got more washi tape. But girls, hear me out. The reason why I got more washi tape is because, well, I am planning ahead. I am planning ahead because it is almost, well, not almost, but it will be fall here. Before we know it, it will be fall. And when I saw these, I thought that these were great fall colors. And so I got these ones, which are more the darker, tones for fall. So another reason why I liked these is because they have 3 different widths. See how this one is the thinnest, then you have this one, which is a little bit thicker, and then you have just the regular standard width of washi tape. And the reason why I really like this is because girls, well, I went out of my Hobonichi cousin, and now I'm back in because I have this Avec, starting fresh for July. And gosh, I have a way that I set up my weeks. I have a way that I set up my weeks, and this is how I do it. This is how I do my weekly spread. It took me a couple of years to come up with this spread, a spread that I like. And goodness, if I do it the same every single week, then it goes really, really quickly so that I can get to actually writing. I'm not spending a whole lot of time setting it up. I normally put a sticker, or, well, for me this time, I'm using one of the transfer stickers all over the calendar, because I don't need the monthly calendar, because I have the monthly, the monthly spreads. So I don't need that necessarily. And then I just like to focus on the weeks. So I use the thin washi tape. I always put the first one down on the 17, the second one down here on the 23rd line. That way I know how to do it every single time. It is going to look the same. And then I put a full piece down here at the bottom. And then I just add in some little stickers here and there. And normally what I do is I will do a category here and a category there. Some weeks it will be gratitude. Some weeks it will be a meal plan. Some weeks it will be things like, whatever, if it's donut day, just something fun, something interesting to me that I want to focus on that week. And so I have two different spaces to focus on for the week. And then here I will just put down things that I got done that day. Things that I want to get done if I actually have a plan for the week. Again, I'm not a big planner. However, I do like making planner spreads. So this is how I do it. And that's why I really like having all the different, widths of washi tape. So that is the second thing that I got. And then, girls, the next thing that I got was some more PET tape. And do I need more of it? Of course I don't. But these ones, I just couldn't resist, because this one, it is my color. It is my color. It has Carpe Diem, the journals, set goals and crush them. It's all the kind of stuff that I like to put in my journals. And gosh, I'm getting back into my journals big time, doing journal spreads, because for a while was I just doing journal prompts? Yeah, but I want to get back to doing journal spreads. So I got this one, and then this next one. Well, girls, I thought this was pretty cool. Because look at it. It is little squares that then have cutout sections inside. So my idea for this, because girls, we all know that I use more than just my Hobonichi. I use multiple planners, multiple notebooks. And this little guy here, this one, look how cute. It is the Traveler's Journal notebook. Well, gosh, I got this, I want to say, in January. And have I used it? I haven't used it yet. I have not used it yet. However, I want to use it. And so I got this because I thought that this was the perfect size to use inside the little notebooks, inside the little Traveler's notebooks. So this was my idea. So I did set it up. However, I haven't used it. And I've been really transparent about not using it. So, oh gosh. So this is the undated little notebook. And I thought, well, goodness, I want to start using it in some capacity, because otherwise it's just wasting. I've gotten enough time out of just looking at it and thinking that it's cute. So what I did was I picked out, one of my famous little quote stickers that I love so much. And then this, well, let me see, I cut one off. This will work perfectly. See how perfect that's going to be? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it off, and goodness, the inside comes out just like that. And then I'm just going to lay it carefully on here. And look how perfect this is working out. I think this is going to be perfect. So yeah, do I have to do a little bit of measuring in order to get it so that the words show? Yeah, I did have to do that. But look how cute that is. Gosh, let's get out of the glare. Look at that. So that will be perfect for my little Traveler's notebook. So that's why I got those ones. Okay, so next up, what do we have? So the next thing that I got is a repeat, and I got another pair of scissors. I got the copper scissors this time. I have a couple other pairs here on my desk, and I just love them. I just love these scissors for fussy cutting. And girls, when we buy the PET tape, sometimes it is not pre-cut. Sometimes we have to fussy cut, and these are great for fussy cutting stickers and paper and all that kind of stuff. And then the next thing is just something that I was intrigued with, because this is Post-it notes. So what it does, or what it is it looks kind of like packing tape. It looks like packing tape, and you use it like packing tape. However, it is it is Post-it note paper. And so you just take it, and I'm assuming you bring it up and over. Let's see how this works. Bring it up and over. There you go. Boom. Bring it up and over, and then you just take out as much or as little as you want. Rip it off. Boom. Post-it note. So yeah, do I have Post-it notes? Yeah, of course I have Post-it notes. I have a zillion Post-it notes. However, these just have the sticky at the very top. This is sticky the whole way around. It's sticky the whole way around. Plus, you know, you don't have to waste it. You don't have to waste it if that's all you need. So that is the next thing that I got. And then this, girls, this was just something that I thought, well, you know me, I like organization. I like organization. And these, I think, are going to be perfect little boxes to put little bits and bobs in, what I call bits and bobs, little things that I have in my desk just as storage. I got 2 of them because I wanted to see them up close in my hands, the size of them. And gosh, I think these are perfect size. So I will probably be getting a couple of these each month when I get my JournalSay haul, because I think these boxes, this size is perfect. Perfect for organizing. Well, they are for ATC cards. They're for ATC card storage. However, for me, I'm going to probably just use them for little things, little tools, maybe sticker organization, that type of thing. So I got 2 of those, and goodness, these were cheap, cheap, cheap. So those are the next things that I got. And then the last thing that I got when it comes to tools is I got this little board. And this is just like a Cricut board. It has a little strong grip sticky side, and you can get different strengths of this. I picked out the strong grip because what I plan on using this for is to put down stickers, put down my stickers in order to take up my stickers. That's what I plan on using this for. So it is just kind of like a third little hand when it comes to playing and using stickers. So that is the last thing that I got when it comes to tools this time. So next up, what did I get? Well, I got some little stuff. I got some little stuff, and the reason why I got some little stuff is because of this little journal, because I thought, you know, I want to start using it. And so I need little stuff to use in this journal, if I'm going to do spreads and whatnot. So the first thing that I got is this little book, and it's called Coffee Stories, and it is just stickers. It is just stickers, fun stickers in the colors that I like. They are paper stickers. I think they're all paper stickers. Yep, they're paper stickers. So here's a little variations of, you can see what you get in here. But then they have paper. They have just paper, and gosh, look at this book. That will be perfect for this book. Look how perfect that's going to work in there. So that's the first thing that I got. And then the next thing that I got was this little craving o'clock, and it is just food. That's all it is. And it comes a paper version and then the washi version of the same thing. And so these will just be fun to use in my Hobonichi cousin on those weeks when I am tracking my meals. It will be fun little decor. And gosh, that's why I like the little washi stickers for my Hobonichi cousins. And then the other ones I can use in other notebooks, because we all know that I use multiple notebooks like most of us do, and that'll be fun. So that's another little thing that I got. And then the next thing that I got was this Magical Realm paper book, and it is 20 pieces. You get 2 of each variety. And gosh, the reason why I got this was because, well, it's going to be October pretty soon. I'm trying to think ahead, and I'm not an orange gal. I'm a pink girly. And so when I saw this, that it was kind of, you know, witchy themed, Halloween themed for me, I thought this would be perfect. This would be perfect to make some fun little spreads with in my books. So again, you get 2 of each one, and they're just fun little kind of ghouly, haunty pictures, but in the colors that I like. So that is the next thing that I got. So that is paper. And then the last thing of the little things that I got is just these little stickers. And you know me, I love these little PET tape stickers. And gosh, you have a bunch of different varieties. You get 10 in a pack. So let's see. Let me push this aside so that we can see these. So these are gorgeous. So let's see. It looks like you get 2. It looks like you get 2 of each. Goodness. So 2 of those, 2 of those. You get 2 of those. So again, I'm going to say that we're going to get 20 stickers here. 20 stickers. And sometimes the reason why I got that board is sometimes it's just hard to actually get these stickers apart, to be quite honest. And so yes, I use my little pen, I call it, my little weeding pen, to take them apart. However, if you have a board like this, you take it off, you put on your sticker, and it holds it down. I put it down and I use my little pin thing to kind of just get in one edge, and then you can pull it up. See how easy that's going to be? That's going to be super easy. So I'm going to put that back down because I'm not going to use that sticker right now, but that's what this board is for. So I'm going to take the sticker off, and then I will use that when I'm ready to actually use the sticker. And if you think that those are small little things, well, this is what I got next. I got these teeny tiny little things. So the first thing that I got is I got this flowers in clusters, and it is little flowers on vellum paper. And so it has a variations of little flower decor on little paper. And then I also got this, and this is it's called Light and Shadow Photo Album. And once again, they are just vellum sheets. It's a whole book of little tiny vellum sheets. I'm going to say that there's 366. So honestly, you could do a full year of journal spreads using this. Maybe, gosh, let me see. If I wanted to, I could take my Hobonichi and just put them on top of the monthly calendar here if I wanted to. So that is the next thing that I got. Then what did I get? Well, I got these little paper sheets. This one was a gift. And goodness, they are teeny tiny little pads of paper. And these are just kind of the more neutral papers like this. And then this one is called Perfect Holiday. And once again, it is just a little notepad of paper. And this is all just little vignettes of buildings or flowers. Here we have more buildings, more flowers. These are all just a whole pad of paper of little tiny pictures. Love this one. Love this little guitar. So those are the teeny tiny bits that I got. Then I also got this little cottage garden paper. And once again, it is just little paper ephemera. And goodness, there are 2 of each pattern. So we have different green and blue, I'm going to say, or I guess it's called cottage garden. So they're all just little cottagey, little flowers, seeds, that type of thing. So you get 2 of each. Then you go back here, you got a little bit of a bigger sheet of paper. Again, 2 of each. These are just kind of showing you a little bit of what you got. And then you go to the third size of paper. So these are the little pieces of paper that you get inside this little garden pack. So why did I get all of these papers? Well, girls, the reason why I got all these little tiny papers, all these little tiny vignettes and stickers is, well, because look at this. Look at these teeny tiny notebooks that I got. These are actually watercolor notebooks. They're painting, artist-inspired notebooks. So it has watercolor paper in here. However, I'm just gonna make it into a little tiny art notebook. And I thought those were so cute. And you get them in a little 3-pack. There are different color variations. This is the color that I picked out. So that's why I got all the teeny tiny stuff this time, because I saw these little notebooks and I thought that would be fun to make a little teeny tiny art notebook. Then the last thing that I got are my beloved sticker books. I love these sticker books. So this time I got Caramel Crunch, Watercolor Inspiration, Workday Moments, and Leisure Time. So let's start with Leisure Time. And I love this book because it has 50 sheets in it. It has 50 sheets, and a lot of them are the washi stickers, because this is a modern style washi sticker book. And goodness, like I said, I want to get back into my Hobonichi, and so I like the washi stickers, the thinner stickers on those ones. So they start out with the browns, and these will be great with that washi tape that I got this time around. So you have all the browns, you got the girls, you got the food, you got the coffee, all the kind of stuff that I like. And then they also have some words, and then you go into the greens. So these are greens, it's more flowers and I'm going to say, well, not flowers, more plants and all that kind of stuff. So then you have the greens, and then you go from the green into the blue. And these are more summery type of stickers. So I'm probably going to use some of these here coming up real soon. So once again, ooh, I like that little V-Dub van. I love these sticker books with the girls because they have the Caucasian girls and then they have the African American girls. And I just think that being inclusive with our stickers for the little girlies is really, really important. So gosh, then we go into the purples. So these are beautiful purple flowers, some more beautiful ladies in some fancy clothes. Look at these. These are just some beautiful washi stickers. Now we have a whole sheet of just words, and then we have a whole sheet of fun stuff, coffee and desserts. That, oh gosh, that's making me hungry. Then we have some boxes. Then we have some more just random washi tape stickers. And then we go into the vignettes. The vignettes that are fun to put down in our spreads. Then we have more of the purples. Ooh, they have a little bike. I was going to say that's a moped, that's a bike. And gosh, these are my favorite flowers, the hydrangeas. So I am liking this. We have some washi strips. And then back here, we just have some paper. We have some paper to put down in our notebooks. A lot of my notebooks are the A5, so I really like having this size of paper to use inside my A5 notebooks. So this is just a random flip through of this book. And then next up, we have Workday Moments. Now, gals, I got this one, and honestly, there's a lot of stickers in here that I know I'm not going to use. However, the ones that I saw in here that I'm going to use, I'm very excited to have them. So these are, it's called Workday Moments, and it's a lot of desks, and you know I love desks. These are PET tape stickers. They are pre-cut out, so there's no fussy cutting, and it's notebooks and pencils and, you know, all the kind of desk stuff that I really enjoy. So that's why I got this one. Now, am I going to use, you know, any of the guys? Probably not, probably not. However, they do come with them. So this is all stuff that you might find in the office. Again, a lot of notebooks, a lot of stationery type of stuff. And so that's why I got this one. Coffees, always love a coffee. Just random things that you find in an office. And then some nice florals. And then more office or desk supplies. So that is why I picked up this book. Those are the PET tape stickers. Now we're going into the paper stickers. So you have then some pages of paper stickers. Again, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of stuff that I enjoy. Ooh, those inks are nice. But then, yeah, these people, I'm not going to use these people. No, I'm not going to probably use these people. But that's okay. That's okay because there's enough inside this sticker book because there are so many pages of stickers that I'm going to find some things that I'm going to use. So then you have some boxes. And then again, this is one of those ones that has the boxes. It has the washi strips. And then I'm going to say possibly at the end, yes, there are some planner stickers. So that is Workday Moments. Then we have Watercolor Inspiration. And this one I just got because I like the colors. I like the colors, that rose, the pinks, the more muted tones of neutrals. So here again, these are PET tape stickers and you get a big variety of them. And these are just those peachy, pinky, neutrally colors that I like. Lots of florals, which I love. Lots of coffee, which of course I love. Some notebooks. Here we have the beautiful roses in the lavender. More florals. This actually has, well, kind of a Christmas theme to some of these pages, which is nice because, yeah, do I like to spend a lot of money on stickers at Christmas time? Not necessarily, because I have presents. I am Santa at my house, so I like to kind of pre-plan so that I'm not spending a whole lot around the holidays. So again, the brown, the beige, the pinks, this is right up my alley of the things that I enjoy. So this is the second to last sticker book that I got. Here you then have the washi sheet, then you have washi strips, some boxes, and then let's see, yes, some planner stickers at the end. So that is Watercolor Inspiration. And then this last one is called Caramel Crunch. And this is the book that I bought actually to go along with these washi tapes. That's what I was thinking, was because they are fall themed. So this one I'm going to hold off until fall to use. Fall is one of my favorite times of year because I just love the leaves, the changing of the colors. Ooh, look at that. Some nice little arts, some musical instruments. And then of course, fall time to me means coffee. Yes, I drink it all year round, but there's something about a nice, cool, windy fall day and getting a nice, yummy coffee. So here we go, more of the PET tape stickers. Then we have some fall harvesty type of stickers. Again, very, very fall. So that is why I got this one, because I was thinking ahead of time, again, thinking I'm going to need some fall stickers to go with my fall paper. Oh, everything is coffee here on this one. And then some little fall girlies. So these are the paper stickers now. We had the PET tape stickers. Now we're going into the fall stickers. And once again, because this is one of those planner sticker notebooks, then it's going to end up with the washi tape, the boxes, and then last but not least, more boxes. The more planner type of stickers. So that is what I got today in my haul. So I got the sticker books, I got the teeny tiny books, I got all the teeny tiny stuff to go with those teeny tiny books. I got the washi tape to go with my stickers. I got these fun little stickers for my traveling journal. I got these ones just because, well, I like them. Then I got the stick-in notes. I've got more little paper. I have the coffee story. I have the little food stickers. I have the Halloween style stickers. I have these beautiful, beautiful floral stickers. Then I have this board to help me with my stickers. And then of course, last but not least, I got these transfer stickers for my Hobonichi. Is that all that I got? Goodness. Oh, yeah. And then I got these little boxes. These little boxes to, well, goodness, could I put some of this stuff in here? Yeah, I could. I could put some of this stuff in here. Yes, it will fit in perfectly. So these will just go in these little boxes just as storage until I decide that I'm going to use them. That is what I got from JournalSay. As per usual, there is a link and a coupon code in the description. If any of this sparks your interest, sparks your creativity, I welcome you to go over there and check it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, from one paper girly to another. Bye.